If you guys understand the background, you know what time it is. It's time for Idiots of Dragon Ball. For our first contestant. Bro, Vegeta trained way harder than Goku. Vegeta trained for Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue and Super Saiyan 2. Ultra Instinct was a fluke. Vegeta Ultra Ego, he trained. Well, let's start this off. First off, when they actually first meet, he literally says, "You should be lucky that a low-class Saiyan gets to fight against an elite." And Goku says that even an outcast, a lowborn, can surpass the elite with good effort. And then Vegeta says, "Now allow me to show you a wall you can never scale through effort alone." Proving that Goku actually did train a lot better and a lot harder than Vegeta ever has in his entire life. And as for Super Saiyan Blue, when they were training with Whis told them to keep their ki within themselves, and while they were doing that while training, they both tasted Super Saiyan Blue for the very first time. They both trained for it. I don't know how you got otherwise. As for Ultra Instinct being a fluke, well, if you ever actually read the manga back in that same arc where they're getting Super Saiyan Blue, Whis literally tells them and is training them to literally use Ultra Instinct. Let's not forget that he literally showed that his body can and is more adaptable to Ultra Instinct than anything else, as his body moved on its own against Beerus. So it wasn't a fluke, it was heavily foreshadowed since the beginning of the entire series. As for Vegeta trained for Ultra Ego, yeah, he did. No one's debating that. Just as before Goku even mastered MUI, he was training with Whis, and he was like, "I'm trying to transform into it," and he tells him, "You're equating Ultra Instinct to a transformation when it is not one, it is a state of being." Again, before he even has Ultra Instinct, he has a whole training arc about this. And then he also trains with Beerus to literally use UI before he gets MUI. So I don't know how we're thinking that he never trained for it, and that it was just a fluke. And I'm not going to go over the rest of these because it's absolutely stupid. That Vegeta trained for Super Saiyan 2 and 3, all near death, Vegeta trained all the way, as if Goku wasn't dead for 7 years and achieved Super Saiyan 2 and Super Saiyan 3. And then the very last guy, I left him for last. He tried saying that Gohan had zero training to be able to lift the Z sword and use it. Literally, he is struggling. Like, he was struggling when he first had the sword. It was so heavy and it was such a burden on him. But after training for hours upon days, he's able to literally swing the Z sword a lot easier than he did. And when Goku was starting to swing it around, he had already been swinging it for like a long time at this point. And Saiyans easily adapt to things, which has made it that much easier for Goku and, Gohan to swing the sword. And even they're impressed that he's able to lift it, but they're also impressed because these two are so significantly stronger than these two in base. So of course, weaker beings are not going to be able to hold a much powerful weapon that is extremely heavy. But to say that they had zero training with it and that it was so easy for them to move it was stupid to say.